SureVestor Landlord Protection insured by Lloyd's of London. The following are just 7 ways you can choose to reduce risk for your investments. Protection for malicious damages up to $50,000. Malicious damage is damage perpetrated on the insured property, which is deliberate, intentional, and motivated by spite, malice, or vindictiveness. It also includes arson, where the fire is intentionally started. It is not accidental damage or a natural result of wear and tear. Protection for loss of rent due to evictions for 8 to 12 weeks of rent. When your tenant doesn't pay rent and has to be evicted, the court will issue an eviction order following the successful eviction lawsuit for the termination of your tenant's lease. There is loss of rent coverage available for monthly rent between $1,000 and $3,000. Protection for eviction fees up to $7,000. For an accepted claim under an insured event, there is coverage for an eviction filing fee and eviction defense costs that are incurred pursuant to a tenancy-related lawsuit where a claim or complaint has been filed with the regulatory agency due to rent delinquency. Protection for damages due to theft up to $25,000. Theft or damage due to theft carried out by persons, including tenants or their family or the tenant's guests. This does not apply where such theft or damage happens as a result of a catastrophic event. Protection for damage caused by service animals. There is coverage up to $1,000 for the cost to repair damage caused by a service companion or emotional support animal as determined to be providing a benefit to the tenant with a verifiable disability. Protection for sole tenant death, murder, or suicide for 12 to 25 weeks of rent. In the event that the sole tenant named in the lease dies as a result of any incident or cause that prevents the rent being paid, there is loss of rent coverage available for monthly rent between $1,000 and $3,000. Protection for victims of violence up to 4 weeks of rent. If the lease is terminated by the tenant under the right of victims of violence to terminate lease statute in your state, during the period of liability, you may receive payment for the loss of rent. These are just some of the ways you can insure against risk. Others include rekeying locks, terrorism, denial of access, if your property becomes untenable, or you have to pay for a sheriff. Call us today to discuss protecting your retirement income from further loss at 502-251-7022.